Welcome to this week's edition of the Dakota Angler 2-Minute Fishing Report. Well, obviously you can tell that I'm not at the store, I'm at home. And the reason why I'm home is that I'm at home recovering from the cancer surgery that I had last week. And honestly, folks, the surgery couldn't have gone any better. And I want to thank all of you for all your thoughts and prayers that you gave me the past week and continue up into this week. Because again, without those thoughts and prayers, the results probably would not be the same. So again, thank you very much. And as far as the ice conditions out there, honestly, folks, we haven't had ice conditions like this that are that good in a number of years, quite honestly. The problem with that, having said that, though, is that the ice conditions are a little bit variable in some locations, such as walleye. We've had reports of, let's say, thicknesses of 6 to 8 inches of ice off of Grenville grade, so be aware of that, the Grenville approach. Again, the main thing is stay on the main path. Don't venture off too far without making sure you test the holes, test the thickness as you go out by drilling those holes. So again, be aware of that. But other than that, the ice conditions are absolutely fantastic around the area. As far as the fishing reports are concerned, I'd say we have a good consistent bite out there. Not a real great bite, but a consistent bite. The walleye bite up in the northeastern part of the state has been probably the best. The lakes that have been producing walleyes included Wabae, Bitter, Dry Lake by Clark, also Minnewasta, Stink, Clear, Goose, Opitz, and North and South Rush. Down the southeastern part of the state, the lakes that produce walleyes, a lot of people have been concentrating mainly around the Ponset area. Ponset has been producing the best quality fish of late. Other lakes include Dry Lake by Willow Lake, Whitewood, Thompson, as well as Henry. A few being caught at 81 Ponds, also Spirit, and then Sinai as well as Fish, and then also Twin Lakes. Again, Twin Lakes, remember, is the trophy lake where you can only keep one walleye if it's 28 inches or larger. Now, the perch bite has definitely been impacted. It's not the bite that we would like to see this time of year, but hopefully with the warmer weather coming, that we will see that perch bite begin to take off. The lakes that produce perch included Wabae, Dry Lake by Clark, Dry Lake by Willow Lake, also Pickerel, Big Stone, also a few being caught at Pius, Ponset, Thompson, as well as Whitewood. Now, what have people been using to catch these walleyes and perch? Honestly, there's been a whole assortment of jigs that people have been using, but what we've had the best feedback lately, the past couple of weeks, has been our kits. We've been selling 2 kits, the Dakota Angler Sodak Pro Walleye and Pro Panfish kits, and these kits have been producing a lot of fish. And these kits are not the same every week. They're always different. So if you bought one last week or the week before, you buy one this week, it's going to be different than the week before because it's based upon the bite that we've seen this past week. These kits have been very popular, to say the least, so therefore we've actually come out with a new kit. It's called the Sodak Ultimate Walleye and Ultimate Panfish Kit. These kits now will sell for $75 and will also include other items that are higher value. The value of this box is close to $100 and you're getting it for $75. These boxes will contain jigs, line, a reel, as well as tools such as a hook remover. Who can't use extra tools? But these are going to get you the extra value that you wouldn't see in the typical pro kits that you get for $25. So again, take advantage of these great opportunities. The Sodak Pro kits for $25 or the Ultimate Sodak kits for $75. In this week's edition of Todd's Tackle Tips, we're going to talk about accessorizing your permanent ice house, your hard-sided shack, in other words. And I know all of you realize that we at Dakota Angler do not sell hard-sided shacks and permanent ice houses, but we do sell the equipment that you're going to need or the accessories that you will need for the time that you take it out on the ice and make your trip more successful as well as more enjoyable. Some of those accessories include hole sleeves. You need to have hole sleeves out there, not only to keep the house warm, but also to keep the hole the same size, but also hole covers. You need to have, you could have the standard hole cover, or what I would also recommend is the safety hole cover, that you can still fish out of it, but have a covering over the top of it to prevent a foot from falling into it, or, even a cell phone from falling through. So again, you need to have those hole covers. Rattle reels. Who cannot go, who has a permanent ice shack without rattle reels? Especially when you're out there sleeping at night and you want to have that night bite. Put a few rattle reels down there. We have a great selection of rattle reels, all different types from different manufacturers here at the store. The other things, rod holders. Obviously, that's a key item to make sure you have. But a lot of things that a lot of times people will forget the equipment, meaning the electronics, the cameras. We have the AquaView Quad Cam. It is made for a permanent ice shack. You don't have to sit there and rotate it. It will show all 4 directions. You can export the video out to your larger HDMI, a larger HD TV using an HDMI cable. There's all kinds of uses for that camera. So again, we have all these accessories that you're going to need to really make your permanent ice house yours, the way that you want it to be, and set it up the way that you feel is best for you and your family. So if you have any questions about any of these accessories or tools, feel free to stop on by the store and we'll be more than happy to answer all your questions. And now it's time to take a look at a few photos that you sent in to me this past week. And remember, folks, if you'd like your photo included in next week's report and you'd like to brag a little bit, and who doesn't, please send it to me. Send it to todd@dakotaangler.com. Before we end this week's report, I want to remind you that there's a great number of ways to stay in touch with all the latest happenings here at Dakota Angler. Some of the easiest ways is through our social media feeds, such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, as well as Snapchat, but also our website. Our website is a great way to look at all the products, do your research at the same time, and then also order them. As soon as you order it, we'll ship it out to you as soon as possible. So again, those are some great ways to stay in touch with Dakota Angler. The old-fashioned way still works. You can feel free to pick up the phone and call 605-336-9132, and we'll be more than happy to answer your questions. Well, folks, that's this week's version of the 2-Minute Fishing Report for Dakota Angler. I'm the owner, Todd Heitkamp, and as we say around here, fish on! Folks, thanks for watching. Stay healthy, and always stay safe.